Yeah, pretty wild. Pretty freaking wild.
One just be here as emotional support.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, you don't have to be too crazy up in this here gig, man. Always feels like my desk is off-centered here, but I don't think it actually is. Nope, it's just my imagination.
One try to just get into your cab again.
Don't get in my cab, then I gotta look at you. We don't want that. You can be a truck driver though. Be a truck driver. Be my truck driver. Tell me if my look. Are there actually, while you're over there, is there any that fell off the other side of the truck? Because I have a feeling those aren't gonna stay there.
One is about to.
Okay, you can kind of. If you actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal one of these from Evan's pile here when he runs it. And we'll take these two big suckers here on the end. I think if I plow these on top, it should keep it down, but we'll see. It's on that far side?
Yeah, it's...
There you go, that might bump
where
it.
its tip is. And it's pointing out.
There you go, is it pinned it now?
Now it's new.
Yeah.
That just pushed another one out.
Oh shit. Can you trim? Just leave it, whatever. If they stick out a bit, it's not the end of the world. As long as it's not right off on the ground, that's all I care about.
I did one strap just so, you know, just so they don't fall off.
Perfect. Can't escape now.
We don't have...
Curse, you're just having a time over there, buddy.
Yeah, it's not agreeing with me.
That's all right. Hey, you know what? You still got it in the pile, and that's what counts. Those big trees, those really fat ones, like, oh my god, you almost have to pull those by themselves. They're ridiculously heavy.
Yeah.
A little too much for Mr. Skidder there.
Why is there the, like, normal Sitka and then Sitka no big trees?
Because there's a whole bunch of people that complained they wanted little trees, so they got a little tree version. If you ever see something that's like, why? That doesn't make any sense, it's because a lot of people requested it. That's why, usually. 99% of the time. Does it make it right? No, but it makes those people happy, so I guess we're good. You know what? You just take that load. That's good enough.
I feel like it would have been fun just having huge trees loaded on, like, small trucks.
Yeah, right? Just doing, like, little piggyback trucks.
Yeah.
Which may happen. You never know. It's a small world, and also. Very small world. That's a nice little... How many... You got lots of logs out there, Curse, still, or...?
I just got this one drag.
Oh, okay, cool. If you want, you can try bunching or something too. If you want to dick around, because I think if you're out, you'll be the buncher.
All right.
Since you know you do it in real life now, you got no choice but to practice, right?
I guess so.
Filled the dog's full, so you know we'll have some food.
Yep, 100%, 100%. Got to stop to feed the dog. That's part of the truckers thing. Just on the way.
It's the whole reason you have truckers, just so they can feed the dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a smarter idea where you're putting those, Evan. Right out of the way. Almost like you've processed in this game before or something. What's going on here? Nah. No, it can't be that.
You know what?
I have it in there too.
I'm gonna try something real quick. I see like one opening that looks like it's almost the whole
Those
way
always
up.
sound like the famous last words of a truck driver. You know what, boys? I'm just gonna try something real quick here.
Oh my god.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, if you unlock it, Curse, that's what's happening is your locking strap's pinned on your boom arm, and then it causes the game to think like, uh-oh. Just try turning your grapple to the... Yeah, there you go. He popped it out.
There we go.
But if you ever have them locked and it pins against the solid part of the machine, it just does like a little flip show. It's just this freaking game.
Okay, yeah.
If it had a little bit more traction, it could make all the way up.
Oh, did it shit out on you?
Yeah.
I can't give them unlimited traction because then they can just drive up 90-degree mountains, and that's too much. I can't have that.
Ow. It's like the whole reason you do trucking, so you can drive up those 9 degrees.
Well, yeah, 90-degree rock faces. If your truck isn't capable of that with a full load on, then that's not a truck, all right? That's just...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's just a sissy mobile right there.
I mean, if you can't drive upside down, you don't got a truck.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. That's exactly the case. Did we have another truck?
Oh, yeah. More traction, I would have done this thing easy.
There's another truck sitting at the mill. The one
Oh,
I
that's
drove
okay.
there.
That's I'll wait for him to come back. I'll let you build your pile there.
One of those
It's all good.
things. 1 minute you're on the road looking at the scenery, the next minute you're in the scenery looking at the road.
Yeah, that's usually how it go. That's usually how she go.
It made me remember what happened to my dad last weekend.
Oh?
It wasn't
have
a truck
roll?
or car. It was just, you know, we dirt bike every weekend, and we were on a trail, and he was, you know, having some fun, and then ended up landing in a bush and hurt his wrist.
Oh shit, that's not
So
good.
he's out for a month.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Tell you, hurting yourself on pieces of equipment isn't any fun.
No, absolutely not.
Especially when you're 50.
Yeah, don't want to break anything.
Oh yeah.
Breaking stuff is bad news bears.
Yeah.
It's funny, in single player, I got track noises on these now, so they go chink, 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 chink when you're driving them around. But I keep thinking, I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? I broke it, and then I'm like, oh right, these are the old ones. That's so funny. I just keep thinking I screwed something up, and I'm like, oh no, wait, I didn't. But yeah, no, they sound a lot better with track noises, that's for sure, when they're driving around.
Alright, the truck's about to be there. I'm gonna try doing it the way I came up.
Okay.
And I'll see if that works.
You give her, son. You give her. How's the buncher treating you there, Kirst?
I haven't played with the heavy trees in a while.
Oh my god.
With the no big ones.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Forgot that they bounce around like that.
Close and slow. That's how you deal with those big nasty bastards. That or you push them over. Those are the only other way. But do you ever? You said you bunched a bit this year, hey? Did you get any big nasty ones, or is it all pretty much small shit?
You get a few double cutters here and there. But
Yeah.
It's a lot simpler in real life.
Yeah, in real life you just push it over, right? I imagine you don't pick it up and try to wave it around like a stick, hey?
No,
Yeah.
when you get those big ones, you pretty much just
aim,
cut them, grab them with the tops, and let them. You just lead them the way you want them to go.
Yeah. And then what? Can a skidder pull those suckers?
Oh yeah, easily.
Is just one? Just one at a time?
Oh, I've done probably 3.
Oh really, eh?
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. But I guess when you're driving downhill, they have a little bit of bend and stuff too, so they don't all turn into like, you know, concrete trees.
We got into some big hills this winter, and that was no fun with the skidders. You were like,
keep going
maybe
there,
a quarter of a drag, and you're just barely getting up the hill.
That's crazy. I'll get you a little bit closer, 70, if you want. If you want to drive ahead and then back up to me. So like, kind of where my grapple is kind of where I want you, right about here. Actually, I can just drag you over here. Stay there, right there. And I'm just gonna drag you a little bit closer here. I think I can lift you. Oh, maybe I can't. Oh, you're too far away. I can't lift you. Too heavy. Woo! So like, right about yonder. And keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going. Lots more, tons more, tons more, tons. There you go, right there, perfect. That'll do just fine, sir.
Whoever said you could do it, I mean,
what?
I'm blanking.
I'm like, you what? You what, son?
I had it on top of my. Wait.
The top of your tongue? Tip of your.
No, wait, what's.
The tip of the top of your head? Alright, sounds good. Right on, bro. That's alright. Sometimes I'm talking to people and I'm like, I don't know where I was going with that, and I just stop talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna never find it.
Oh, it's good. Potatoes. We were talking about Idaho potatoes, right? That's what I remember. No? Oh, okay, well, that's what I'm talking about now. I do that sometimes too, where I'm like talking and then my coworker's like, wait, what were we just talking about? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm ranting about right now. What the hell are we even talking about? And he's like, I don't know. And then we just get on a totally different subject and it's all good, but he's like, anyway, I saw this bear the other day. And I'm like, oh, now we're talking about bears. Cool.
Alright, I think I figured it out.
Oh, there we go. See, it came back to you.
Whoever said you can do what fun, I forgot it again.
Whoever said you can do what fuck? All right. I don't know who said that, but he knows what he's talking about. My man.
You're talking about do whatever you can put your mind to? Is that what
Yeah.
So, like,
that's the one.
Abraham Lincoln, right? I'm sure he's what he said. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
I had to go back to Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, I'm gonna go up above you there. Oh, don't ever do that in a real loader. Oh, oops. That's how you would kiss all the butts of the logs all in one shot right in your cab. Actually, you know what? I could probably put those. I can probably put those freaking tops in there. It's kind of the perfect little cradle there. Let's go down. Throw them right in there. Oh yeah. Perfect cradle.
Uncle.
78, get out of my cab.
Well, I like
He'll
being
go
in
by
your
the
cab.
house.
No, it's bad.
It's warm.
Get out of my cab.
I think it's the wrong time of year to be looking for the warmth in the cab.
Yeah, no shit. I'll tell you, I was sure trying to skip it. Well, like our AC died on our skid steer at work, and I was just like, oh my god, I was just done. It's the worst place you could ever be. It's literally an easy bake oven, like legit. But it turns out, like, we thought it was a filter, because every time we popped the filter out and blew it out, it would work again. And then all of a sudden it stopped working again. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I finally took the whole back seat apart, ripped all the panels off, because I was just like, I'm so done with this. I'm going home if I can't fix it. And it turns out that the rad block in it is like freezing up, like a big block of ice on it. But it's supposed to thaw, but it just hasn't been. So I like took it apart, and there's like, I'm not even kidding, like an inch of solid ice on this block of the rad, blocking it so the air won't pass through it. So what I did is I just cranked up the heat in the cab to like absolute full blast and slammed the door and left it there for like probably 10 minutes. Come back, big puddle of water on it, but then the AC is like a fridge in there. It's like perfect now. And I'm like, what the frick? Like you'd think that wouldn't come up so fast, but it did in like an hour. That's freaking nuts. 78, I'm not kidding. Get the fuck out of my cab. I keep thinking there's something there and it's pissing me off now. I'm like, did I drop a tree? And then it's like your head, and I'm like, fuck, get out of there. Yeah, go jump in his cab. See how he likes it. He's gonna whap you with a tree. We should be able to kill other players if they get in your way. Like, you should be able to hit them and then they fall ragdoll to the ground. That'd be freaking awesome. Be like GTA.
Oh, yeah.
But that would also be bad because then nobody would play the game. They'd just be killing each other with the cabs. Like, come here, Squish.
Every session.
Yeah, oops.
Try and get it.
Snuck right out of the cab there. Oops, right out of the grapple.
Oh, no.
All right, 78. Got another load for you, buddy.
Yeah.
There you go. Take it. Take it, make it bacon. Evan, you're processing God here. What's going on? Just laying it down. Like a boss.
I'm gonna try doing that thing I was trying to do earlier with a little bit more speed.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
because this one time I processed behind Maverick for almost 50.
Man, that's like a full real life shift. You must have hated it by the end of that.
I was still having fun.
Didn't even get paid.
Yeah, I didn't even get paid. What the frick? It's alright. Just make TikToks. You'd monetize it. You'd be rich. In the States, you can monetize it, but not in Canada. Canada, you're not allowed to monetize for whatever reason.
Why?
I don't know. Canada hates China,
Heard
I think.
about that. That's so weird. That you just can't monetize. It's
Yeah, you can
TikTok
accept.
isn't
I
even
think you can get gifts or some shit like that, like for live streams. But yeah, some
Yeah.
guys are making mad bank on monetizing their TikTok stuff, and we just can't do it here.
Yeah.
I make more money
my
on
God.
Facebook Shorts now than I make on anything, which is crazy.
Wait, Facebook has shorts?
Right?
Yeah,
They're called
well,
Reels. Reels.
Yeah, they're tied in with Instagram stuff.
Yeah, it's freaking.
Oh.
It's freaking wild.
Yeah, because the once a month I go on Facebook, I'll end up going down a rabbit hole on Reels and half
Yeah.
of it's stuff that's from Instagram.
Uh huh.
I'll go to
But,
click on something. It's like, oh, we're gonna take you to Instagram now. I'm like, that's not
Yeah,
what I
if you
want to do.
click on the
Yeah.
comments, it's like, move
Yeah.
to Instagram.
Well, I had Instagram and I was using that for a while, and it's just useless for me because it's mostly fashion related shit. But I couldn't find the very small amount of logging stuff I did find. It didn't have any kind of like good connection to other people to get like good views and stuff. So I just gave up on it. But then Facebook's like, oh, would you like to try Facebook Reels? And I was like, oh man, what the hell is this now, right? So I tried it. And similar to TikTok, it took off. Like, it got, like, lots of views. My page went from, you know, like, I'd reach maybe 10,000 people a month to 1 week, I got 1.7 million or something. Like, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
Like, just, like, insane, right? So I was like, well, shit, yeah, I'm going to try this. So we tried ad streaming and doing all that stuff on it. And, yeah, now it's doing almost better than YouTube does, which is freaking nuts. So now I take little shorts of these videos that we have and cut like sections out where we're loading or doing crazy stuff, and then turn them into shorts for 60-second shorts and put them on there and monetize it. It's not like mad money. I'm not quitting my job or nothing, but it's nice to have an extra little bit for the model fund and stuff. But it'd be sweet one day if I could ever make enough money off this that I could like quit one of my extra jobs or something. But I'm too greedy. I don't think I'd even quit. I'd still just keep going.
Would say it's enough to make gas money, but
yeah,
you
gas
have to
money.
take out a loan for gas now.
Yeah, that's right. Pay later thing or whatever for gas, right? Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Is that only in Canada, or can you do that in America?
I think so. In Canada, you can do it only with select groups. Like I think there's like wholesale select or something, which are kind of like the gas station cards you can have, and some of those are now a buy now pay later kind of setup. But as far as normal gas stations, unless you're part of their like membership card lock kind of thing, I don't think you can do it. But in the States, I heard you can just give her there and they'll let you basically finance a hamster if you really want to. But yeah, Canada's got a lot of legal rules with debt and blah 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 blah, all that shit. Maybe in Alberta though, hey Kirst? Can you guys take out a financing loan for damn near anything over there or what?
Oh no.
No, they're pretty strict. I guess we're federally kind of held too. It's not just BC versus Alberta. I'm sure the federal government goes, no. Alright. Keep coming, keep coming. Yeah, right there's good.
Yeah, no, you can't really. You can't
draw like
you can finance a lot of things here, but you can't finance everything.
Yeah.
Could there be like a line where I kind of should stop the truck?
No, you're perfect. The one way when you're doing longs and shorts, if you line up that circular bit on the back, so that circle that you're looking at, with my circle on the bottom of my chassis, like my tracks, that's usually about perfect. And then distance-wise, usually come about here is where you should be, kind of like right here in my grapple distance. You're fine where you are now. I'm making it work, but the closer close enough that my tail swing when I swing isn't gonna hit the trailer, but close enough that it's almost hitting the trailer. At least that's what all the logging people told me when I was learning. Swing so that you don't hit me. Some guys though, like new guys, when they were trucking, when I was unloading their trucks, they would park so close that I had to back up because there was no way I was gonna make that swing without hitting their trailer. And I actually hit a trailer one time spinning because I thought he was far enough away, and then I did one swing, took a grapple off his truck, and then the freaking guy decided to pull ahead a bit, thinking, I don't know what he was thinking, and I swung again and caught part of his bolster bolt and just about ripped it off. It was pretty close. But that's just the joys of real life. You meet all kinds of different characters. Lots of interesting truckers.
To get into your cab in the game, it's so much easier than getting Evans.
Well, yeah, Evan's probably got a big collision wall on that Medill. This one I probably didn't put as big of a collision wall blocking it.
Found it.
You got up there too, and right once you got up there, I moved, so you fall.
Yeah. He knows this game. It's like he's experienced this exact same effect on other servers or something. Maybe it's happened to him before.
Well, you play with Flirty and Maverick enough, they like messing with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they put the logs right in your cab when you're not looking. So you just keep that brush pile right on there.
Always processing for them if I get on.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, that's usually me. I'm usually the one processing on all the servers. I don't mind it, though. I like processing. Like, I love it.
I like processing because no one's going to steal your machine.
Yeah, nobody ever wants it. Yeah, that's 100% true.
That's, like, my favorite machine to run in this game.
What's that, processor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The reason I like it, too, loading and processing are my favorites, but the reason I really like processing is just because there's so many buttons and so much stuff going on. You just feel like you're driving a mech or something. It's so many freaking buttons.
Well, you've run one in real life, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy. Like, I didn't do production for 18 hours, but I did a couple of days playing around, and I had a blast.
Oh, yeah.
Except the controls blew my mind. They're all those Dan Foss controls. Like, where your spins on your your right stick.
Those are the worst.
I was so blown away, and I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be horrible. I can tell already. Cause I'm like looking for what button makes it so you can turn, like trying to rotate the head, and I was like hitting every button, and I'm like,
it's on your fucking
your right stick turn.
Yeah, it's your right stick on the side.
So I'm like trying to I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? No, what is this? Yeah. And the guy's like, oh, you're not used to that? I'm like, no, man, this is supposed to be your freaking dump and tilt. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
He's laughing at me. He's
Well,
like,
again,
yeah.
Processor heads don't have a dump.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? So I was like, that screwed me up quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that's fine if it didn't have the dump and tilt, but I mean, like, put the rotate on a button, man. Come on, make it normal for me. Be normal. But the sure grip style ones, they have it on a button. It's not in the right stick, so. But Dan Foss's old school.
We've got 4, and we've only got 1 with sure grips. And we want to put sure grips in all the other ones.
Yeah, it's so much better, hey? Like,
they're just so much nicer.
78, you can take that truck if you want. Unless you're bored of driving, in which you do not have to take it, but...
Oh, no. This is my favorite thing to do.
Oh, alright, right on. That's what I like to hear. Sarcasm not included.
It's not sarcasm.
Oh, you actually like driving?
Yeah.
Good man. Alright, sweet. You're hired. You're the driver. You get...
It's easy.
We'll give you the truck driver L3 role. We'll make a new L3 role and call it truck driver. And everybody will want it, but only the select people that actually drive get it.
Lardy's gonna need that.
Yeah.
All I can
he would quit the server. I think that would be the end for him. He'd be like, I'm the what? Not a chance in hell.
With no more track IR, I don't think he has a choice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's probably dying without that, hey? I'll probably park a little closer to this pile here.
Ah,
that's better.
So close this time. So close to making it up the hill.
There we go. Beauty.
I wonder if it's just like it.
Process is probably my favorite machine to run, just because it makes you feel like a smooth operator.
Yeah. And I love the dangle head. Yeah, dangle head way better than the fixed head. The fixed head feels like I'm cheating. That's what it feels like.
Yes. It
It's
just
like,
doesn't feel right.
I've never seen a fixed head in real life. I've seen videos on YouTube, but I've never actually seen a fixed head in real life for a processor.
Yeah, I've never seen one either.
No. That's why when I made one for the game, everyone's like, that's stupid, that's not real. And I'm like, no, they exist, I swear. Here's a video. Tiger Cat has them. War Tom made a couple of them that they strapped to him, but I'm guessing, I don't know if the operators just didn't like them or if it was maybe just maintenance. Because imagine that much force on a fixed head would be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Having that dangle head, those joints probably take so much of that pressure off of those joints, having it split between 3, right? But and having it all on one fixed point, like frick, I imagine new guys were ripping those freaking joints right off of them.
Oh yeah.
But who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is. I've just never seen them up here. They're always dangle heads.
I love the interior on this truck.
Which one's that? The Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Mackie Mac. It's Giant's truck. I just gave it a makeover. That's all.
Did I put those too far away for you, Evan?
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright. I'll try and get these ones a little closer.
No, put them even further away. Let's make them real happy.
I'll put them right in the back of the block.
If you wouldn't mind just walking down and grabbing these, that'd be great. Thanks.
Such a top-heavy truck.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to tip it, though. It's hard to tip it without a load, anyway.
Oh, yeah, without a load.
With a load, forget it. It's kind of real life. You're scary if you go fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's hard to tip it, then I am the best at that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm going to move
Aerosmith said it best. Aerosmith said it best, living on the edge.
Well, yeah. Living on the edge. Oh my god. There we go. I'm just going to move this. That'll make it easier for you to get closer.
It'd be kind of cool if they added it to where, like, trees kind of... The cutting, like, was... It looked like you were, in real life, like, actually cutting the tree.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, you saw... Like,
oh, you mean like the way, like
flying
felling
off.
with the chainsaw? Is that what you mean by cutting?
Sure.
All right. Cool. We'll leave it at that then. You know what I'm talking about? Nope. Do I know what you're talking about? Nope. Sweet, buddy. That's good. We'll end it there. I like that. Yeah. Good talk. Good talk.
One of them late night half asleep conversations right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it would probably help if I turned the buncher hood on.
What? No. That's an urban Canadian myth that you actually need to spin the blade. If you're a true lumberjack, you should be able to whack that tree with the base of that buncher until it falls down. Your boss might not like that.
Until you break the head off.
Yeah, whatever. You're not paying for it, right? It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bosses love that when guys are use a machine like it's supposed to be used, as most guys say that like to wreck shit. Yeah. I worked with a whole bunch of different. I worked with guys that. So I get it. Machines are machines, and you know they do. You know you can be a little bit rough with them. Like not rough. Rough is a bad word. You use them properly, and they do get a good working on them. But some guys are kind of like, oh well, you know, drive it like you stole it kind of attitude. And it's like, yeah, I mean, if you want to do maintenance windows on it every 10 minutes, sure.
Yeah.
I'll get you a little closer there, 78, if you want to back up.
I was so proud of myself for how close I got. Like the
So the way to do it
thing,
is I'm gonna swing. You see where my ass of my machine is? Park so you're just not touching it. Like maybe like a foot off of it. Yeah, like sure.
Just
yeah, right there.
Slight aroma.
Yeah, slight aroma. Yeah, so right about there, I shouldn't hit it at all. Yeah, that's sure. Why not? Might be a little close, but that's okay. Closer works for me too. But that's always the way to think of it. So if my ass is sitting here, like even if you have like a foot gap between that and that, that's probably more than enough.
I mean, it's like 6 inches.
Yeah, whatever.
Gap.
That's close enough to a foot, right?
Yeah.
By logging crew standards, that's perfect. So that's good. Because that way, now when I swing, I got all this room to play with. It's nice and close, and my machine stays really, really stable.
I'm gonna get and switch my uniform to be like the brightest uniform.
Yeah, be the safety advisor. My character is dressed almost exactly how I am in real life when I'm working.
I was just doing it to.
He's probably slightly better looking than me, but not by much. Not by much. I'll ask my wife, see what she says. She'll be like, of course he's better looking. I'm gonna marry him. And I'll be like, well, why don't you buy the game and marry him then? And then she'll be like, I already did. And I'll be like, shit. Called it. Well, I might be able to do a nice little cradle here. Look at that. Let's see if I can get these in here. Oh, well, it was a nice cradle until that freaking log fell down. Ah, you bastard.
I'm also word.
You miss what?
Which is tough, you got it.
What you talking about, Willis?
Brands.
Sure, sounds good. I had a dog like that once. What? Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had a dog just like that.
You're saying I'm a dog?
No. Not a dog. Hell no. No, that's just what I say when I don't understand when I don't understand what someone's saying. I'll just end the sentence with something random. They'll be like, yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, I had one just like it. And then they're like, what? And I'm like, I have no idea what you just said. I do it at the bar all the time when I'm working. When you're working security, you deal with a lot of just drunk people all the time, and they say stupid shit, and you know they're never going to remember what they're saying, so you can kind of have a little bit of fun with them. And then some guy was, I don't remember, I have no idea. He was speaking kind of in like foreign East Indian kind of language or something. I don't know what language it was. But I couldn't understand a word he was saying, and I was really trying, and I was being polite and all. But then he started getting all mad, and I was like, okay, well, if you're going to be a dick about it, I have no idea what you're saying, right? So he just started yelling in this accent, and I had no idea. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. We got 4 of those. They're just in the back. And he's like shaking his head like, what? I was like, yeah, they're just in the back. And I just point back there, and then I just walk away. But it's an easy way to just end the conversation, and I can walk away. And then he thinks I'm an idiot, and I think he's an idiot, and we're both in the same position, so it's perfect.
Except you're not Drunk.
Yeah, exactly. And I get to walk away, and I never have to deal with that again until he follows you and then asks you the same question again. And I go, yeah, behind the bar. Go ask them. It's right behind the bar. Man, we had a guy last weekend. Oh my god. Okay, so funny story. I think I can talk about it on YouTube. Well, I'm going to if I get banned while it's live. But so there was a guy who came in and he had his girlfriend's purse that she didn't want to hold because she wanted to go dancing with her friends. So he had this purse strapped around his waist, and it looked really funny because it's this guy with this purse, right? And it just looked really out of place in this kind of very conservative biker country type bar. So naturally, he's outside having a smoke in the parking lot with all the people that are drunk and acting like idiots. And one guy makes a comment about his purse. Not in a mean way, just in a funny, joking way. He's like, something about, nice purse, buddy, or something like that. That's apparently what the words were said. Well, this guy decides to take it way too personally, and he goes over and he shoves the guy. And the other guy that he shoved is just way bigger than he was. So, I mean, good for him for standing up for himself, but bad choice of targets, right? So he goes up and he pushes this guy. And then I was inside working the door, and I saw the video afterward because a girl took a video of it. But this guy, right after he pushed him, this girl whipped out her phone and started recording as they're arguing. And the other guy just socked him in the head as hard as he could. But he hit him, and this freaking guy falls. As he's falling, he twists. He broke his knee and he broke his ankle in the same movement as he fell to the ground. So this girl comes in there running and screaming and, oh my god, there's a guy who's hurt in the parking lot. And I'm on door and I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, oh god, frick, here we go. So I so I go outside and this guy's laying on the ground. I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, oh, I got punched. And I was like, okay. I'm like, are you all right? He's like, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good. This is dealt with. I don't have to deal with this. Well, no. He's like, okay, but I can't walk. I think I fell weirdly or something. And I'm like, okay, I can give you a hand. So he tries to stand up. Nope, falls right back down to the ground. I'm like, oh. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, is your leg messed up? And he's like, oh, no, my leg's fine, I think. So he like picks up his leg, and I shit you not, his ankle rolled so that his toe was facing the ground backward, like while he lifted his leg up. I was like, oh shit. I was like, buddy, that's not good. You can take that 78. That's good enough there. I was like, buddy, that's not supposed to face that way. And he's like, oh yeah, that's probably not good. Hey, I'm like, no, that's not good at all. We're gonna have to call an ambulance. That's messed up. But man, I just couldn't believe he broke it that bad from just a fall. Like, he got punched, but like just the way he fell didn't look bad at all, and it just did so much damage. Like, it was nuts.
Was he drunk?
Oh yeah, he was just wasted, so that's probably why he didn't feel it.
I was like, how did he not feel that?
Oh man, it was pretty gross. I was just like, oh wow, I've never seen one just, it was like the dangle head processor just hanging there like that. I was like, whoa, that's wild, buddy. But he was fine right up until the paramedics came. And then my friend's wife works as a nurse at the hospital, and she was following up with me the next day, and she was just like, she's like, that guy that got sent up from your work, he's like, he was in a lot of pain in the morning. And I was like, I bet. But he like broke it in 2 places and then actually dislocated it all in one fellow movement. I was really impressed. So, man, I was like, fuck, I bet waking up to that must have just been shitty. But yeah, wild times of the Twin, man. Just freaking Fight City.
Wonder what the guy who punched him was thinking if he heard that, like what he was.
Well, he thought it was funny.
I mean,
because he didn't. I mean, he started it maybe vocally by making that comment, which he probably shouldn't have done. But honestly, the other guy could have just laughed it off and said, "Yeah, she's my purse," you know, like it didn't have to go up and just instantly shove him and try to do the tough guy thing.
Yeah. Or
he could have told the guy to F off, or, you know, just done something normal. He didn't have to go screaming over there and start physical conflict and then lose instantly. I mean, that was his own. So as much as I felt sympathy for him and hurting his leg, I didn't feel sympathy for the fact that he kicked it off, you know, like he started it. And I mean, if you're not a fighter, don't go up and push somebody in a bar randomly in the night on a parking lot. Like, what are you doing, you know? Like,
I mean, just don't do it.
Yeah. It seems smart to me.
When did Maverick get back?
Is he back?
Yeah,
Maverick.
He's back there bunching again.